so I don't forget. Brian already reminded me once of that. So Tech20 Tuesday, in our first session, first of all, Jeff is not with us. Jeff Whipple, who's did this in the past, has moved on to greener pastures, and so we're going to try and fill his shoes for a year. And I'll take care of today's session, which is on TubeChop. And I guess to start off with TubeChop is that it's a free web-based service. It does not require any registration. You don't have to use your email to sign up for anything. You don't have to install anything. It works right in on the web in your browser. And it's a service that will allow you to chop up a video, take out different pieces of it, which will allow you to focus in on a certain part of a video as opposed to watching the whole thing. It's very easy to use. A few clicks of a mouse and away you go, that sort of thing. It's a very low-tech solution. One of the advantages here is that we're talking about no downloading or converting videos or moving them into one program and out of another program and uploading them again. Just straight web-based, creating a link and away we go. So to get started, I guess we'll go look at TubeChop. I have one created here, an example. In my physics textbook, when I was teaching physics, there was a section that talked about vibrations, and one of the examples they gave was the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. And I did a little research and I found a video for the Tacoma's Narrow Bridge. And I'm just going to let this play for a second. You can see, first of all, it's 7 minutes and 15 seconds long. And we really don't need all that. We only need a certain piece of it. So I don't want to listen to all the audio and the people discussing it and things like that. I just want to focus on the part that deals with the concept that I'm teaching. So to go back here, I've done a TubeChop version. So instead of the 7 minutes video and trying to find where the part relevant to my lesson is, I've got it in a TubeChop version, just the 26 seconds that shows the bridge shaking. And we'll just let that play. Now there is audio playing with this video, and you probably can't hear it. We're having trouble getting video, or rather audio, from the browser to the microphone here. But you can see that pretty dramatic video. And 5 seconds later, we're done. So that's kind of the end result of what we're going to look at. Going from 7 minutes and watching the entire video for a small piece that we really want to look at to the actual chopped version, getting right to the point. So to do this, I'm going to go and bring up a video. I looked at a Martin Luther King video. And there's a section that I just want to focus on, and this is a 17.5-minute video, and it's very good, but there may be only one piece that I want to look at, and I've gone through it and I know where the piece is. It's towards the end, but students may not know that or be aware of it, and I don't want to have to go through the whole thing. So what I'll do is I'm going to grab this link. When I found the video that I want, and I've reviewed it, I'm going to grab the link at the top, and I'm just going to highlight that, and I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go to TubeChop, and I think I have a TubeChop. I'm just going to go back here. Here's the blank TubeChop link, or page rather, and I'm just going to take that address that I just copied of the Martin Luther King video, and I'm going to paste it in here. And then I'm going to hit the search button. And that will bring me right to the video that I was looking at. Now, having reviewed the video before, I know exactly where I want students to begin watching and where I want them to finish. So I'm just going to grab this bar here down at the bottom. I'm going to drag it to the 15-minute and 55 seconds. So I can't quite drag it there. But I can manually go in here and type that 55. And I'll just say update. And I only need them to watch really until the 16:55 marker. So I'll say update. And now I have the 17-minute video cut down to the 1 minute that I want people to watch. And I'm just going to click chop it. So now I have that 1 minute video in a window here, and I could watch it right here. I can just take this link. I can copy it from here, or I can copy it from here. Oops. And then I can put that link on my website. I can put that in an email to send to people, to students, or in the case of my notebook page, I can certainly put in some text, say, let freedom reign, which was his speech. And I'm just going to click on that, and I'm going to link that to a web page, and I'm just going to paste in the link to the TubeChop. And so now when students click that, or I click it as part of my lecture in class, it takes me right to the page. And I would click play, and the video would then play that one section as opposed to the whole video. Excuse me. Now the other option here is there's also an embed code, and if you like using that sort of thing, you can just copy this code, and we could put that on a website or in a on a web page. For example, here I'll just put it into a wiki page that I had. I'm going to just insert this video. This is a wiki space which you can use. You could put it on blogs, although it does have some problems with, I think, EduBlogs and WordPress, unless you have a pro account. But I'm just going to paste this into my wiki. I'll hit save, save again, save one more time, and then my video is embedded in the wiki, nice and clean. So back to the TubeChop. What I like about this one, embedding it is fine, but if I just use the link, it's nice and clean on the side as well here, and that I don't have to worry about the other option or the other videos that might be suggested along the right-hand side of a YouTube page. Sometimes distract students. I want to watch this, I want to watch that, and let's focus right on this piece. So that's the basic how-to of TubeChop, and putting it, managing the links, managing the embed. Now, so the question kind of comes next: what would we do with this in our classes? And a couple of ideas is that I like to think of creating lesson hooks, or teasers or trailers that will invite questions or get students thinking about what's going to happen next, or what maybe led to this point, so that if I grab this video and I show this before the lesson and ask students, what do you think this man is talking about? What time or when in history does this take place? And start the questions that way. So again, without showing the entire video or the context of the video, I can create a little lesson hook. Just by showing a partial piece there. Now, other options might be that I have a larger video, maybe it's 10, 20 minutes long or something like that. But certain segments are relevant to certain lessons on consecutive days. So that what I might do is chop up a video into 4 or 5 segments and maybe show a piece on each day, a piece that would be relevant to that part of the lesson on that given day, so that we don't go through the whole thing kind of in a progression through the lesson. What else have we got here? So I think now the other option too is, how would students use this? And I like the idea that maybe students should do some of this work for us and not us doing it all the time, is that perhaps we give students a larger video. I had one here on, I was looking at one on clouds actually. Here it is. And it was a 21-minute video. But perhaps students could take TubeChop and find answers or key points and create links to little pieces of the video that were relevant to our lesson or to the questions that we had, and they would provide those links maybe to me or to the rest of the class to demonstrate their learning. This would be good for going through any online lectures if you run perhaps a flipped classroom, or if you had a video that you wanted them to watch, and just kind of go through and pick out the key points and send you the links. TubeChop it to identify those key points and send you those links. Another lesson idea. So that's it for TubeChop, and but there was one other tool I guess I wanted to bring up. SafeShare TV. And what SafeShare was is that I'm just going to grab this Martin Luther link again. This was kind of a related topic, and that in SafeShare, it's another video tool for videos. But what I really liked here, it doesn't allow you to chop it, but what it does do is remove all of the distractions around a YouTube page. So I've done basically the same thing. I took the same link from the YouTube site and I pasted it in here, and I clicked the Generate Safe Link button, and then I have this option right here, Take Me to the Safe View, which I'm going to click on. And now I have a nice clean page, much larger screen, and the video would play within here. Now again, it doesn't work with TubeChop. It's not a video editing per se, but in terms of reducing the distractions, this is a great option. And again, I can take this and put this into my notebook file or PowerPoint, and this link, right, simply by copying and pasting, and it gives a nice clean option. It did have some other tools. I can play with this a little bit with customizing the video. I can change my theme. I can give it a nice grassy background, something like that. And I can actually change a little bit of when it plays, although I didn't have much luck with that. And new view, grassy background, and a link that I can embed in my web pages or lessons. So that leaves us, we're pretty close. So I see 3:57 on my clock here, which gives us a few minutes. So maybe I'll open the floor. If there's any questions that you'd like to ask, you can either type them into our chat box here, moderated by Mr. Facey, or if you'd like to click on your microphone, open your microphone, and ask, we can address them as they come in. So feel free, jump in. Right, they would have to be separate links. This TubeChop doesn't let you mix them together. Okay. Yes. Maybe I'll